The problem is you've traded off who you're being as a man for something you do as a man. Hey, my name is Jim Vance. I am the Conscious Man. I lead high-performing men to stand in their power in their life, business, and relationships. One of the most common problems with high-performing men is that they have turned off part of themselves. They've turned off the being part of themselves, and they consider themselves a human doing, not a human being. And they've convinced themselves, and they've been rewarded for doing shit. And so outside of themselves, when they do things in the world, they get some type of validation or approval. The problem is when you get inside of a relationship with a woman, the doingness is good to an extent, but there has to be some level of beingness. Because if you can't be with her, instead of always having to move around and be nervous and fucking do a bunch of shit to make yourself valuable to her, if who you are as a man isn't valuable in just your being, then the level of the relationship that you want is going to be very low. See, you can't cover up your identity with a bunch of actions because you always return to the identity. And if you really want a true, high-level, deeply connected relationship, your wife needs to feel you being there with her instead of seeing you do a bunch of shit and make that mean something about you. You're a man. You're going to do shit. That's part of who you are. But you're also a human being. And you need to be present. You need to be emotionally available. You need to be connective. You need to be communicative. You need to be grounded. You need to be a leader. You need to be assertive. You need to be in your power. And if you can't be all those things, the ability for her to trust you as her provider, as her protector, goes away. And so it requires you to do the work on you to come back to the man that you are instead of chasing the world for the validation that doesn't mean shit about you. If you're ready to do this work, you're tired of chasing the world, and when you come home, you feel lost because you can't chase anything anymore. You have to be there. And you're ready to just be there in confidence, be there in power, be there in leadership, and be there as yourself. It's time to do the fucking work. Comment I'm in. I'm taking a group of men on a 90-day journey back to their beingness so that they can lead with power, lead with confidence, and lead with certainty moving into the future.